What's good? How you doing? It's your girl D, back with another video. So I picked up the new Too Faced White Peach palette. This is a multi-dimensional eyeshadow palette created with matte, shimmer, and glitter shadows that add dimension and light to the rest of the Too Faced Peaches and Cream collection. Infused with refreshing peach and sweet fig cream, the palette features an assortment of sparkling peach, champagne, soft pinks, and deep plum shades that smell and feel delicious for a modern way to take your peaches and cream look to the next level. And so this has been getting some mixed reviews. Like I said, I'm not a fan of the Peachy Mattes that came out with the Peaches and Cream collection, but also at the same time, because this actually had a little bit more to it, it wasn't just exclusively matte, I wanted to go ahead and pick it up, try it out. So if you are interested in how it is that we whipped this lovely look together, stay tuned after the jump. Starting off with cleaning up my brows, because that's a necessary thing to do. And I had already filled in my brows, got them primed and everything ready to go. And I'm using my NARS Soft Matte Concealer to go ahead and clean up the brows, and then bringing that concealer down to serve as an eyeshadow primer. Then taking a fresh brush, it's slightly dirty in the video because I did it for the other eye, but just taking a dry brush and blending everything out so it's nice and smooth. Star of the show, Too Faced White Peach palette. Dusting off the excess. And then first up, going in with the shade Fuzzy. This is as close to a neutral shade that they have, at least for me being a chocolate girl. Probably the only light neutral that's in the palette. I'm using this with a crease brush, taking it above my natural crease but below my brow bone. Blending that out to begin the gradient. Course, back and forth windshield washer motions. Also, if I'm slightly distracted, I did wind up taking a phone call. I apologize in advance. Next up, after using the color switch, going in with the shade Peach Sorbet and bringing that down a little bit closer to my natural crease line to help with the gradient and the transition. Then going in, because I like to do my smoke shades first, this shade is called On the Grill. And using a different crease brush, a little bit more dense one, on the outer V and outer section of the eye. Just kind of blending that in with the Peach Sorbet to help create the dimension and smoking it out. Now, I will do a little bit of cleanup later, as well as a little bit additional blending. But you guys can go ahead and do your eyes as it is you wish. I'm just bringing you my take on a look with this palette. Next up, going in with a different brush in this shade called Peach Passion, which is a very dark purple that's got some pink and turquoise glitter granules in there. I'm just taking that and patting it on top of the On the Grill, and it really helps to set it off. Just kind of packing that in. Now going in with the shade Glistening Peach and taking a different brush, one for the lid. I first kind of carve out where it is that I want the shadow to go, and then bring it over to where the Peach Passion is, and then I will go ahead and switch back and forth between the Glistening Peach and the Peach Passion to make sure that those two marry well and blend, since they're kind of very different contrast colors, with the Glistening Peach being more of a like Bellini
shade and then the Peach Passion being so dark. So I do switch between the two to make sure that the blend is good. Because we want to blend to save relationships, blend to save your edges, and blend to save lives out here. Okay? Yeah, okay. Then going in again, as mentioned earlier, I do a little bit of cleanup with the On the Grill shade again. Kind of softening up the Peach Passion. I think maybe I did this because I brought it up a little bit too high. Then last but not least, going in with this glitter shade called Peach Ice, which is a stark vanilla. And there's some gold, and it looks like some slight pink granules in here. And taking a very pointed and tapered brush and using that on the inner corner, because we've got to have an inner corner highlight to steal these hoes' hearts out here, right? I don't know what happened in the phone call. They said something that did not settle well with me, but oh well. I'm not going to edit it out. It's too late. We've come too far. Anyhow, taking the Peach Ice, making sure everything is lovely, and then going in and apparently matching up the other eye to make sure that it's equally as lovely. And that's it, and that's all that she wrote, folks.
Alright, so final thoughts. I'm pleased with it. It's not chocolate gold. It's not the chocolate bar. It's not the peachy, what was the original peach palette? Sweet peach, thank you. So it's not the sweet peach. It's not chocolate gold. It's not any of the other chocolate bars. Better than the white chocolate one. Definitely better than the white chocolate and the mini chocolate chip ones. Overall, I have to say that if you were to invest in either this or the Peachy Matte, I would pick this one. Now, I know that it was meant to accompany the Peachy Mattes, and do I have that nearby? I don't have that one nearby to compare it to, but I'm sure there's a video out there illustrating the differences between the two. Again, I love the fact that it's got this full-size mirror in here. I'm so pleased with the fact that that's the new direction Too Faced is going with their palettes. That they don't have a bunch of decal or decor or propaganda with the mirror. Like, no, I can see my whole face. Yes, there is some branding, but that's something I can go ahead and deal with. Like, I'm very pleased with this overall. The performance, the shadows did go on pretty buttery. There was a lot of color payoffs. I was pretty pleased. I really was pretty pleased with the performance of them. And even some of these ashy matte colors that I used for the gradient, the shade Fuzzy, which was the only like true neutral here, at least neutral for me as a chocolate girl. Then I mixed that with the Peach Sorbet to start the gradient, and then using the Glistening Peach on the Grill and Peach Passion. Creme de la Peach is pretty as well. This nice ashy orange with a little bit of glitter that's up in there. Goes on kind of chalky. I'm not surprised because a lot of matte shades do go on chalky and they swatch chalky, but the performance on the eye is great, especially if you have a decent enough primer. Again, I use my NARS Soft Matte Concealer as my eyeshadow primer because I'm lazy, and it's great to save yourself a step after you do your brows. Other than that, do you need it? No. You never need anything that I review on my channel, okay? Like, I think maybe I've told you about 3 things in the 2 years that I've been on YouTube. By the way, happy anniversary. In the 2 years that I've been actively producing beauty blogging and whatnot on YouTube, I think I have told you guys about maybe 3 things that you absolutely need. This isn't one of them. Good to have in your arsenal. And again, it's better than some of the stuff that Too Faced has put out. but it's not the best. You know, like chocolate gold was it for the season, and the performance of those shades was absolutely amazing. This is better than the Peachy Mattes, definitely. But I ain't gonna get rid of it per se. Now this is $45 available at Sephora. It is a Sephora exclusive, so you can get it from Too Faced website or Sephora only. It's not available at Ulta. I'm sure there will be some third-party resellers that pick it up as well too. It's up to you to go ahead and get it from them if necessary. Other than that, that's all I got. As always, thank you ever so much for watching, liking, commenting, and subscribing. If you have any questions or suggestions, hit your girl up in the comment section. If you are new here, please feel free to hit the subscribe button. I'd love to see you back on my channel. But if you're not here for me, my shenanigans, my opinions, or flagrant language like a motherfucker, that's fine. There's an X in that corner for you to click, get your life, and get off of my channel. But if you are here for my shenanigans, you're beautiful, amazing, wonderful, spectacular. And if no one else has told you, I appreciate you. You guys have a wonderful day.